Hello, I think you're the Clerk of Parliament.
Yes, I'm Clerk of Parliament.
And what's your name?
I'm Ahmed Abu Kemokai.
Do you have to keep the MPs in order?
Exactly, of course, yes.
Is yours a tricky job?
Of course.
What's tricky about it?
Well, you have to be very clever because you are dealing with members of Parliament. So everything you do, you have to apply diplomacy. Yes.
Why?
Well, it's dealing with politicians, everywhere in the world is not easy. So you have to, and then you are not going to be partisan. That lies the trickiness of the job.
Okay. So politicians are kind of tricky people, are they?
Well, that is my observation. That's my observation.
Do you like politicians?
Oh, of course. I work with them. I like them. Yes. I may even want to be a politician too.
Oh, really?
Yes, after my retirement.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Most people in Freetown get about in very old taxis or very old buses. This afternoon we are in a very old bus. The bus conductor touts for business. The bus radio blares out. It's 3 in the afternoon. I hear people in the bus talking about a dead man there at the roundabout.
Well, I'm not sure. According to the driver, what do you say about this man here? What you say later on at the roundabout?
Not Christmas. We don't work at Freetown, that's why they don't. We don't know if you don't die or not.
He thinks that the man who is apparently a madman has been lying there over 3 hours, because he says that since they've been going around this road this morning, he has been lying in that same position. Perhaps he's dead.
And no one's done anything about it?
Well, as you can see, he's still there. That means no one has done anything about it.
Suddenly it's going home time from school.
Yes, and suddenly we're in a jam. Yes, we cannot go through because there's this poda or mini bus that's just around the corner, and we have to wait until it decides to move.
Life in Freetown.
Oh, life in Freetown, it's hustle and bustle.
The problems with Freetown's traffic are fundamental, and it's hard to see what can be done about it. The roads were built when cars were few. Now there are many. The roads are also narrow, and lorries and buses have got wider. Then the roads up the hillsides are winding and steep. Old taxis burn out their clutches and are abandoned in the middle of the road. No one can pass. In the city centre, people park anywhere, and pedestrians mill around the streets because there are no footpaths. Result, chaos. Can anything be done? We are on our way to see the Minister of Transport, Kemo Sise.
The question is about what am I doing about it now, and I'm doing something about that. We already have a task force that has been working on the traffic congestion. They are working on it now. If you go around, you will see vehicles being towed. I believe if we implement the traffic laws that we have, we are going to ease congestion. But we are trying to provide facilities for vehicles to be able to park. We have like parking garages. We have no park areas wherein if you attempt to park, whether or not you are an authority or government official, will tow your vehicle, and there is a penalty for that. That will ease traffic congestion, I am sure.
Isn't the truth of the matter the roads are just too narrow?
That's one fact. That's one fact. But the other fact is that the president has a vision about Freetown. All right? We have plans to create a beltway.
Surely what's going to happen is more and more people are going to buy cars, and there's going to be more and more cars trying to get into Freetown, and the place will just grind to a halt.
Yes, there are going to be more and more people buying more and more cars. That is why our government is going to embark in more and more activities to improve facilitation of traffic flow. What we are doing right now is just to control the traffic that we have now. The long-term program we have is to expand the access to Freetown, create more roads. There are programs before. They were not just being implemented. We are trying to do the roads now, and some of the programs have kicked off.
Promises?
Well, it's not a question of promises. These are activities that are ongoing. If you go and find out on the ground, you will realize what I'm talking about.
cultural village in Aberdeen that houses the National Dance Troupe. I think it's a good thing that the National Dance Troupe housed somewhere, but perhaps something has to be done about the structures that we see here.
It's in quite a poor state, the place.
Yes, it is. It is. I agree. It is in quite a poor state.
We are here to meet one of the cultural centre's many talented performers. He plays a kind of xylophone.
Yeah, my name is Salami Suma, and this instrument I play is named Balanji.
How long have you been playing it for?
I've been playing this thing for over 20 years now, because since that I'm a little boy, I started to play it because this instrument is my dad played this before, but since that he passed away and he left it with me.
So you were taught by your father?
Yes.
Was he a very good player?
Yes, my father is one of the professionals here, and he used to travel everywhere in this country to go and represent this country through the cultural aspect.
Are you as good as him?
Of course. Of course.
Dogs. There are just so many dogs in this city.
There are so many dogs. When you go to bed and you wake up in the morning, you'll discover that your area is the dancing place of dogs at night because they leave their droppings behind. It's all over the city. You cannot believe it.
Do they belong to anybody? They just seem to laze around in the sun doing absolutely nothing. Does anybody care about them?
Someone should care for them. We do not have a family planning, a dog's family planning component. So what you see is that the dogs breed, they rear their pups, and they just sprawl all around the city, on the beach, in the marketplace. Perhaps you have a few of them who actually have owners, but when the beach start having puppies, then you see the dogs all over the place because no one takes responsibility of all the other puppies that the beaches have.
Where are we now?
At the wharf at Congo Town, right in the heart of the west end of Freetown. And you can see you have boats coming in, a lot of wood, perhaps not good for the environment. But to get a better view about what's happening here at the wharf, perhaps we'll talk to the harbour master. He was elected by the people at the wharf. His name is
Daniel Bob Jones.
Hello, Daniel Bob Jones.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. And what kind of things come in and out of here?
Well, we have a lot of goods from the province. We do have mangroves, cassava, firewood, charcoal, sticks, even fish. Yeah.
So boats are coming in and out of here all the time?
Yes, all the time. Yeah.
And do you have trouble with people here?
Well, at times we do have trouble with people. Sometimes they misunderstand themselves, and then I sort it out amicably.
What do you think of Freetown? Is it a good place to live?
Freetown is exactly a good place to live. In fact, we have a good dream ahead of us. If only we can cooperate to ourselves and do something better for our nation. That is all we need. Yeah.
What needs to be done to Freetown to make it better?
Well, exactly. We need a cooperation from one another.
Why do people not cooperate?
Well, it is because of sometimes greed, you know.
Greed?
Yeah. That's the cause. Yeah. And some people need to earn more than their friends and not giving others chance to earn something, you know.
So you would say greed is the big problem here in Freetown?
Of course, greed is the biggest problem. Greed.
Well, it was greed that led to Sierra Leone's last war. Greed for diamonds, greed for power. They're still digging for diamonds, and politicians are still vying for power. But I met no one in Freetown who's talking about war. About that, everyone is agreed. No more war. And that's all from this special edition, a pick of the Commonwealth from Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone. My guide was Eliha Noah. This program was produced by the Commonwealth Broadcasting Association. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.